Oh, no, no, no. And then I slept for like 2 hours, and then worked from 3 to 12 on the 11th, and 3 to 12 today. And then I apparently slept for like
Okay,
10
stream.
hours, so
I'm gonna send
it's
the link.
cool.
Copy. Wait, Grace, you're playing?
No, no, I have, no, I'm just casting.
Let Ash know.
I did. I told him I was just casting.
Where's match streams?
No, right here. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't cast the other one. I was big sleep.
Uh,
Who ended up doing it?
Ash and Starlight, they did a pretty good job.
I'm snoozing.
Yeah,
That's
well,
exciting. They're both really good. They both know a lot about the game.
yeah. No, it's like
Yeah.
Ash thought he did really bad, but he did a really good job. Just trying to play some Smash Bros. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna shut it off once the game starts. I just need the OK from both captains.
You do. I mean, there's profiles that aren't public right now.
That's true. Oh yeah, I'm also the ref. That's very.
Spider Monkey and Travis.
Uh, yeah. So for those watching the stream who are in the game, please be public. Uh,
So how are you doing today, Reed? Did you get beat up in Smash at all today?
nah, I was playing. I worked all day today, and then I was playing Fran earlier, and it was pretty fun. Pretty good time.
Who do you main?
Right now, honestly, don't really have
Samus.
one.
Samus.
Okay, Samus is fun. I didn't like her at first. I do like Dark Samus a little better, even though there's like hardly a
Mm,
difference. Um, right now, Cloud
have you,
probably is my main. I just have the
mm,
most fun with him. And then Marth and Lucina are always my go-tos. So
have you seen they have like fan art with Farah as Samus. It's pretty fun. So
like, of course they do. Right now I'm playing Ridley. Uh, yeah, I might just cast this game because I feel like you being by yourself might get a little lonely. I'll just be quiet for the most part. I'll just chime in here and there. I'll
so
know
I
if the
might have to. Yikes! I might have to leave the party. Maybe after this map. and then join the game. So we might have to recruit another caster.
Yeah,
I'm sure
honestly,
like
if
one of
someone
the
on your
Cobras
team,
will
yeah,
love to come up.
if someone on our team is willing to cast, they're more than welcome.
I
Should do
know
all your
because this is gonna be
players.
good because we've seen a lot of both of these teams, and there are two insane Lucios, so this is exciting.
Yeah.
Because Cobra Kai and BCat are both Lucios, big boobs. Who is Wigsy main? I have no idea
He's a
who
heal.
Wigsy
He's a
is.
healer, man. I just hit. I just hit X, thinking I was holding my pro controller.
Hollow is. I swear. This is why I'm tripping. This is why I just woke up because I thought he was a soldier diva main, and he's a Zarya main. I think Starlight's
Cobra Kai
plays
up or out
everything.
for Ben.
Yeah. Ooh, we might be seeing
I'm not
goats.
playing melee. I don't know who that is, but I'm not playing melee. I'm playing ultimate.
I think we probably are gonna see goats.
Does sound like melee. I'm gonna turn this down. There we go.
Just purely because on their team right now they do not have a DPS main.
Which one is that?
New York.
Um, I mean, yeah, but we
Starlight's
saw
just
we saw
pure
Starlight
flag.
playing DPS the last game, and he was
Right.
doing a lot of work. So
Because Hollow is a Zarya main, Black Cat is a Diva main, Wacko was playing Moira last time, Wagsy is a healer main, and VCat's a Lucio.
so I mean, I know Fran can flex. Hollow can
Hmm.
probably flex. I'm gonna see because they should be all public. Yeah, Hollow can flex.
I want VCat on Lucio for sure, because he was getting some spicy boops. He was doing like the Reddit boops on Rialto.
Alright, yeah, I gotta run calcs after Ash finalizes his lineup. Okay. Swap to spectators. Oh, Matt's watching. Cool. Matt is trash. He's probably watching the stream. Okay, so I'm just gonna run the calcs and then the captains should just let me know if they're good to go and then we can go. Oh, I think Wegs is doing it. I guess Wegsy's doing it, but I can do it too. Just to verify. I can probably just do it on here because I have the ranks all listed. So we got fuck, I need my own scoring system. You know, if Wegsy's do it, I'm just gonna let Wegsy do it. Because I have to like get the I don't remember my numbers, I have to get the actual sheet out. And I'm lazy, so what is Goose gonna say now? Okay, no, the stream's cut up.
So, yeah, I'm just gonna come off the bench if they're running goats.
You just come off the bench if you're running goats. If they're running goats, you're just gonna go right
Yeah,
in.
if they're running goats. If they're running
Honestly,
goats, well, if they run goats from the first map, I'm gonna come in on the second game, and because hopefully they're running goats again, and I will smack goats.
you've definitely seen
Countering
more of
goats
these
is
teams than
my
I
favorite
have.
thing to do.
Yeah. Honestly,
I've
countering
seen
goats
more.
now is not as hard as it used to be.
Yeah. I mean, well, just so I got practice because um Goose's team. Oh, your team, Toronto. I was like,
Uh,
what team's Goose on? You guys went against Wakanda when they ran goats, and
may
I
they rest in
saw
peace.
how Goose was trying to counter the goats. And then I added a couple pieces to it. I added symmetric to it and took out the Junkrat.
Yeah.
And then we countered Wakanda completely with that.
Yeah, honestly, goats just gets kind of shut down by burst damage if you are able to get rid of the diva mech. For standard goats, at least. Because like a lot of that's
Yeah.
enabled. A lot of that pushing's enabled by Diva or D Matrix Zarya bubble. So if you're able to burn through that unscathed, you should be able to kill the Reinhardt and kind of push him back.
Yeah,
Especially
I
if you have
don't
like a
care if they
Bastion
have.
or a Junk.
Yep. Bastion. My goat's counter is Bastion Pharmacy. Either Sim or Junkrat. It doesn't really matter to me. It
I
just
hate
depends on the
Symmetra.
map.
That is something I'm very
Tele
vocal about.
Teleporting Treehouse.
I
And then
guess.
run two main healers. Run Ana and Mercy.
Hmm.
And so Ana can. I mean, I don't care how many healers you have. If you get hit with an anti-nade, or even if the Ana misses the anti-nade, Bastion
Message
just has to
Wigs.
hold R2 and smile the whole time.
Right. I'm just talking to everybody right now.
Goose is coming to watch the stream. Fantastic.
Goosey Boy's gonna judge me. Alright.
This is a really good Hammond map. If I was more awake, I wouldn't play it.
Honestly, I've been playing Hammond a little bit, and he's pretty fun. I haven't played him much. I've mostly just played him for like stalling and stuff, but
On
he's a
defense,
pretty satisfying hero to play.
let me go to my profile. I'm more tricky on. You know,
Oh my god, my parents are watching Black Panther in the background. Just here.
welcome to Wakanda. Wakanda forever. All right.
Good movie though.
Oh, for sure. You know, my Hammond win rate is 70% right now.
Uh, I don't even know if I played him
My
in comp.
my damage done average per 10 minutes is 10k, which is
No,
pretty nuts. With
my hero pool for season 14 is 2 hours on Reinhardt, and my next played is 25 minutes on Winston, and that's it.
no, don't.
And then Zarya, like my top three is like 16. Then everyone else I've played under 10 minutes. Hard one trick for Reinhardt, even though I'm not.
Mm.
And Goose can attest to that.
Well, I know what's a lot of people straight up just don't like Hammond, but even less people like Hammond on defense because you need a shield tank.
Yeah,
Uh,
what do you feel like his worst matchup is, Hammond's?
Me
Who can?
personally, I can deal with two. I can deal with up to two counters to me on the other team. So Sim, May, so Symmetra, May,
Which?
Sombra, Orisa, and a really good Roadhog. If there's not two of them, I'm fine. Unless it's on 2 CP and I'm on attack and they have an Orisa. Then I just don't play Hammond
Alright.
because she fortifies so I can't swing, and then I just have a bad time and I'm a sad hamster.
I'm just waiting again for Wegsy to get back to me, saying the teams are balanced. I can just do a quick check. No Starlight's Masters, so I don't even know why I'm checking him. So Plat Masters. Plat Masters. I have to go to last season for VCAT. I guess Masters. He's like Mastered Diamond. Uh, Gold. Plat. And I think Plat as well. So we got 3 Plats, a Gold, Master Diamond, and a Master versus Plat. That's a Diamond Master. I think Banana is a Gold. Yeah,
Yeah.
Gold.
The Cobras, I don't know if they're Diamond or Masters now.
Diamond Master. They're both Diamond Master. Like they're the
Mm.
borderline. They
Mm.
qualify. Plat and Gold. So the difference is that it's three Plat. Okay, hold on. Let me run this real quick. I'm gonna get my things up.
Too much big brain thinking for
Too
Reed
much,
today.
too much, too much. I'm not in school. It's the weekend. I'm not thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, quick calculator punch in right here, and then I can just start the game because both teams are ready. So we got 3 times 3 equals that plus 500 plus plus. So we got 4850 versus plus. Yeah, teams are good to go. All right, I'm gonna let them know we're going, and then we're gonna start.
All right, the stream's already going, right? It's been going,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They just been hearing us rambling about pointless crap.
Absolutely. If you need Hammond tips, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
I'm gonna give them 2 minutes, let them get back to me, give me the okay, and then we're gonna go.
Well, I've been playing him a lot on defense. Some people don't want me to play him, but I've been needing like one minefield every 30 to 45 seconds. And one minefield isn't really a big deal, but when it's constant minefields on the payload and you can't actually push the payload, we just win.
Yeah.
Especially on like maps like Gibraltar, we just win. So if I see some Hammond play, I'm gonna be very excited and fully ready. All right, here we go.
Oh, I should have changed. I was gonna change my colors to match the teams. Probably should have done that. Cause right now I got these whack colors that people are gonna be confused about.
All right, so let's see if they do wrong though.
Yeah. Just seeing these settings
I
I have.
kind of know about what my team should be running, but
Yeah.
they can
For
still
Nimbani,
surprise me.
uh,
Cobra's gonna probably be running Lucio.
honestly, I'm
Bananas.
very shocked nobody's picked anything yet.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You gotta wait to see.
Um, are you guys abstaining? Oh, they
There
all
we go.
picked at the
Wow.
same time, huh?
Yeah. Nah, it's the pre
Is
counter
that
thing.
is,
You have like 15 seconds before we can see him. So
is that Ash on Reinhardt?
yeah, Ash is on Rhine with Spider on the Hog. They're kind of seemingly going for like an anti-dive strat, or I don't know, because they're running on offense. Does seem very anti-dive even without the Orisa.
These are some odd
That's a
comps.
very
New York
that's very
or the
bunker comp
big
from
bad
yeah.
Bastion.
That's a very bunkerish comp coming from New York. That's gonna
Well,
be
I'm just glad
annoying.
it wasn't Ghost.
Yeah, it's gonna be annoying to play against because they're gonna have to play around that Orisa shield and
Yeah,
the D
yeah.
Matrix to get that Bastion out of there, and they don't have a Diva of their own. And they have the Doomfish, which is not doing much, honestly, against that.
Doofus against this comp is gonna do nothing at all.
Yeah,
Even pre nerf to the ground, he's not gonna do anything.
yeah. Like he's gonna go in and he's gonna get picked. Is essentially what's gonna happen. Actually, yep.
Yep.
But now they're gonna be forced to drop here, so they're going to drop coordinated.
And it's not. I
There we
mean,
go.
that's nothing uh
It's just the
on
comp.
trap. It's the you can't do this is fucking dog shit right now.
Yeah, he switched on to the. Did he switch? No, he didn't switch on to anything. He's still on the
No,
Doomfist.
he needs to.
Yeah, he needs to
Unless
get
he's
off
trying
that
to build a
Doomfist.
meteor strike, but meteor strike's not gonna kill Bastion, and that's
Nope.
the one
It's not
person
gonna
who can
kill
this
anything.
comp.
They nerfed it. It's
It'll,
it has a
it'll
hard time
kill
killing
a
like any of the healers if you're not like right in the center.
it'll kill a Zen player who just had a stroke, but I think that's about it. Cobra already has that item.
Yeah. So we're gonna follow
And
the DPS
we
here
go.
on New York just to see.
Dude, I'm
Nice
hyped for
perspective.
Starlights right now. He has the weirdest hero
Thrilling
pool.
gameplay.
He was playing Widowmaker and then moves to Bastion. Dude, big brain. I like
Big
that
brain
Starlight.
plays.
It's good stuff.
So they see that Cobra is peeking there. He's low, but he's gonna get back to his team.
And Tribe switches to Sombra. which is a
That
good
is a much
switch.
better pick to this, yeah. Honestly,
Roadhog
there
is
is
not
a
going to
little.
do anything.
If they play, if he the Bastion plays in the shield, the Sombra can't really get to him. But
Yeah.
it's like they're heading around
Well,
here to
when
the high
if
ground, take it from them. I don't know if they can win a straight
no, they
confrontation.
can't win.
Yeah.
No. Not unless they no, because Denver would have to switch to a diva and defensive matrix the Rhine while he
Yeah.
pins the Bastion.
Yeah. It looks like Sombra's trying to sneak around here. Establish
Pull a
point
little
presence.
sneaky.
That was not a good. That was a poorly timed ultimate from. I see what he's trying to do with it, distract them, but behind the Orisa
Yeah.
shield, that Deadeye's not going to do much. And he's going huge with the attack visor here, getting 2, maybe 3. Yeah. And that's a quick cleanup for New York. We're going to follow the push here. So they got a final minute to make this push. Kind of curious to see how this goes. Grizz, you're uncharacteristically quiet right now.
I'm in the process of drinking like 17 water bottles right now. I'm so excited, so dead.
It's all good.
I'm just
They
in
gotta force him to
astonishment.
drop. They gotta force him on the high ground somehow. That's good. And New York gets an early pick there, so that's pretty trash. They're not playing with their main tank. They're not playing as a team and pushing in on this Bastion is what they have to do. It's a good
Yep,
charge, but it's not gonna do much.
Roadhog's only good to counter Bastion on payload maps if the payload's already moving.
Yeah, like they needed something to push in hard on that team. Like definitely a diva was a switch to go there, but I honestly think like a Junkrat could have worked. Just spam the Orisa shield down. A Bastion of their own would have been huge.
I've also I wanted to point this out. I've never seen Ash on Rhine before.
Honestly, neither have I. If he's playing tank, he's playing Orisa. Otherwise, he's on healer.
He's a really good monkey who and he's bad against Bastion. He's a really good Zarya as well. He's playing Rhine again. What?
So they're
I don't
kind
know
of
what it
running
is.
something similar to what they were running at the beginning of the last push, except with the Sombra
Yep.
instead of the Doom. Well,
I don't
yeah,
know
that's
about
just
the
straight
Roadhog.
dive.
The Roadhog's not gonna be able to protect the Rhine or anything. I don't like Roadhog Rhine together. I never have.
Be following some sick Tracer gameplay here. Really, I'd be surprised if. I mean, I'm just thinking the Junkrat might be able to give this comp a little bit of an issue, but if they can take him out early, I honestly think they won't have trouble.
Starlight is here.
Oh,
He's
they do have
gonna
that
go in the
hog
back.
though.
Who's he gonna hack? Who's he gonna hack?
Oh,
And Ryan's hacked. He's on his
yeah.
own. No, he's not. He
Yeah, they're
might be
separating the Rhine away from the front line, which is huge because they don't have that shield. It's a good DMAC by Trap though,
attacking Wigs.
and getting some quality picks here, and Starlight's down. Right now, it's just Hollow's down. It's just the supports, and I don't even see who is the other one. So they switch onto the Pharah to deal with the.
He casts on Ana, and I'm not excited about it. I'm sure you're a great Ana though, but I
It's
would
not
rather
the it's
watch
not
you
the
be a
Lucio you
Hoppy
want to
boy.
see.
Yeah.
Well, they have the Pharah here to counter the Junkrat, so well they pick him early, which is what they need to do. So that could be a roll, except for a fat shatter by
Big
Ashe here,
slam, but
getting the main
the
tank and
follow-up
the
wasn't.
main healer, and that's the Winston down. Wigsy's down. But they lose their Rhine in that fight too, but they lose their Ana. I think that's gonna force New York to kind of fold back here.
I think
Okay, maybe
Ash
not.
might switch. Ash is switching for the Pharah.
Or to the I
He
don't
can take
know
out
if
Pharah. He can take out
yeah, but I
Pharah
feel
though.
like it's easier for Pharah to play around in a Risa shield than it is for a Rhine shield.
Oh, that's yeah,
Except,
absolutely.
you know, you land the hack and the tire on the Pharah, and the Pharah's not a problem.
Just click her head, lol, and it's easy.
Yeah,
Jesus,
click your head as
I don't
Junkrat.
know.
Easy.
I don't know what the problem with everybody is. Just click her head.
Alright, so it's a pretty even fight. I think it's. Oh, and it's no
Double
longer
pulse
an
from
even
Ash,
fight. I
just
think
going
that's
right back to
game.
spawn.
And that's
No
game.
mega lol.
Yeah, that's game. Honestly, I just feel like if I don't feel like that was a poorly played game by either team. I just feel like the comps are off for Denver in that first map. Definitely could
Hmm.
have played a diva into that bastion. Like right here, there's nothing you can do against that. You have to, if that shield's down, you have to risk dying to get the hook on that bastion, but you have to get
Hmm.
the hook on the bastion, and you just
It
can't.
was Zarya bubble or DM. Like Hook's not gonna do anything to it.
Yeah, with that shield up anyway.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna post the live score. Yeah, it's 1-0, 1-0 for New York. There's a channel for live score. I think people forget that that's a thing now. Nancy, you can post the active score on that channel. It'll be
Mhm.
cleared after every game though.
Right,
And the
right.
game, all the game scores are supposed to go in this, but I guess I'll post that. Uh, I still have to. So I'm gonna wait for the captains to get back to me with their roster changes. Okay, let those inquiries take place at Banana and Trap. Swap to spectators. So I'm guessing you're tapping in.
Yeah, I guess. Just I'm not gonna leave the party though. I'm just gonna. Um,
I
I mean,
think you
I'll leave if
should
you want
for
me
the
to.
sake
I'm
of your
just gonna
team. Yeah,
prioritize.
I
I was
can
just gonna
cast by
prioritize.
myself. It's all good. Oh no, you don't have to lead the party. Yeah, you can. I'd just suggest
Yeah.
talking to your team first.
All right, GG.
Yeah, GG's. Thanks for joining me for that game. Maybe see you back in another one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not in game chat yet.
yeah. No, you're all good. Ooh, big boy's by himself. Oh my god, shut up, Goose. I am not plat chatting. I'm trying my best to be slightly above plat. It's 1-0 for New York. It's in the Discord if you guys also want to check that. But yeah, I just need the roster changes from Fran. Go away, shut up, computer. There we go. Honestly, hollow for Zillion, okay. Alright, I'm gonna run. Alright, so we're going to make an edit to my controls first because I just noticed something. Problem with the last game. It's weird being here by myself. It's just us. What do I bind this to? That is the question. So do that, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna run big brain calcs. So we got, I think he's diamond. So the only change would be they were at 4850 before, I think roughly. So they replaced the plat with a diamond. Yep, replace the plat with a diamond. That's an increase of. So they're at. Okay, so it's 5200 versus. I think it's a plat for a plat borderline and Vez is diamond, right? Diamond borderline. So they get. So that 46 minus 50 equals that plus. Oh no, they would get plus 50. No. Plus. You did the calcs. I'm just double checking them. Banana trap. So it'd be plus 250. Yeah, teams are fine. It's like a 300 difference. Alright. Just change the map. Make sure. Yeah, I think both teams are good to go. Uh, just make sure I have the right maps. Where are they? I already checked bounds. Sonamura. I knew that. It's at the top. Okay. And we are starting. So now I'm at the mercy of chat for this one game. Thank you, I'm trying my best. So it's honestly probably unpopular opinion, probably one of my favorite maps to play. Don't know why, because TCP is generally a game that I don't like, but you know. On this map, I know it's goats heavy, central around goats, but I don't think any of these teams particularly care for goats. As we can see, running the Bastion Orisa again, similar to the last offense. And they're running the Hammond against that, even though Grizz knew that they run a Bastion and that D.Va was the answer. So I'm kind of curious how this is going to go. I think they're going to struggle somewhat to get past, but really no idea how. And they got the McCree instead of the Soldier, so they have slightly more burst and some more CC with that. Just overall better character in my opinion. We got VCAT on the Ana again. So we got them coming in, instantly taken down by the Bastion because Bastion. But they're smart in using the low ground here. Big pick by Cobra here as they easily take point. It's gonna be hard for them to roll on the point due to the static nature of the comp. And they lost. Okay, they lost their main tank. They're losing everybody now, and it's just a straight roll back. Grizz throwing. Honestly, now they swap onto the D.Va, which is smart. Grizz made the right play there. But being the only one on point, he's just gonna stagger himself here. That's all that's gonna happen. Honestly, I think going back, the Reaper's an okay pick, but I think going back to the Sombra would be the way here to hack or get something to burst down shields like a Junkrat or another Bastion. So they're just gonna regroup in front of Choke here. As they patiently wait them. Set up kind of back at point. Don't think that's a bad choice at all, because they can roll on or kind of turn on the point, rotate on the point much easier from this position. Or they're gonna take the inside, go around, I guess, the left side of the defensive team. Take the high ground here. That's actually a decent decision, but they don't really have much of anybody who benefits from it. And that's a huge pulse bomb. But they do get the pick on the Tracer. I doubt they'll be able to roll this back though, because that's just so many people. And yeah, that's just a straight roll into the first point, and they take the point. Great timing of the pulse bomb there by Vez. You got easy 3 picks. Gotta watch out for that. There's a more static comp. Pulse bomb's definitely easier to hit. They're not making any changes here, which I don't think they need to. It's just they got caught off guard by that pulse bomb. Nothing they really do. And they're taking high ground again. I said it didn't work last time, but this time, I mean, obviously I was proven wrong. It's a good distraction, I guess, get attention off the Tracer, since that high ground is so vital. And you just can't let them have it for too long, because you're going to lose the fight majority of the time, fighting an uphill battle, literally. Kind of a wasted ult there. Wasn't going to do much anyway, unless he got in. And it'd be hard for him not to get bursted down while he's in. But they do get free picks out of that, because they didn't push on the point. And that's a very good shatter. And a very good beat. Again, definitely playing this attack very aggressive, very well. Getting away with a couple questionable plays, but like, as long as you win the fight, those don't matter. Well, at least in the short term. In the long term, they might cost you. So that fight looked like it was a New York one, and then they gave up 2 free picks. They're forgetting the move. which is not a good thing. Honestly, with an immobile comp, I understand why they're running the double healing, but Elusia would definitely help here, just to move the team around better. Only one who doesn't really benefit would be the Bastion, because, you know, he doesn't move. So it's looking good here. Ults aren't very much here. Only two for the Insomnia, and well, two for each team actually. Alright, so they're gonna drop on the point again. And it's a good stick, but only getting one this time. Oh, okay, this could be bad. Very good bomb. Putting a lot of damage into that core there, and I think the Dynasty are gonna take this, yes, with about 3 minutes. They play that much better. They learned how to adapt against that Bastion. Unlike the first map where they couldn't really put a dent in the Bastion whatsoever. They play that much better with 3:11 left. As we see on the defense, probably going to run a Junkrat. This team tends to like to run Junkrat, so I would not be surprised in seeing that. Easy clap. If you're wondering why I'm just sticking to the the player cam, I think I don't have something behind it. Go back to orbit, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I don't think you guys want to see the game from like all the way fucking back here. So it looks like, oh, they're running the Mei on defense. That's always fun. Honestly, the best way, Mei, you gotta bait out that wall. Best person to do is probably D.Va. You just walk in, bait out the wall, and fly back over to your team and push in after that. And they're running the Hog Orisa with Ashe on the Mercy. This comp's definitely working to kind of dictate the way they play, move the other team around when they don't want to, and kind of close them off, which is a good strategy for this map, especially with the one choke point. And it just looks like boring old goats on the other side, so they might struggle against this comp. Mind you, if they can avoid the hog hook and maybe get him down early, that's a lot of damage gone for this defensive team. They need to get the D.Va in here, Black Hat in here to bait the wall out. Oh, they got 3 in with the wall up, but it looks like the Ryan's going to be taking a lot of damage here. But they're able to survive the initial wall off and push in. Great space. And it forces Denver back to the point. So they're looking here to get Zarya. They should have used Bubble to charge in. Oh, that's a huge pick and a huge DMAC onto Black Cat. And a huge pick onto Starlight, and it looks like, unless they can somehow manifest a couple picks here, it looks like New York's not going to be winning this fight. No. Just too much CC for Goats to handle there. So yeah. We're gonna see the switch onto the, unless I missed it, switch onto Zen here. Understand, extra damage might be a decent swap. I think a switch off of Goats entirely would be in order. Maybe if something with a little bit more damage. Maybe switch back onto the Bastion. Be risky, but it would work. A questionable charge from Wags there leads into a pick. DMAC and a pick and 2 picks and that fight. They have to force to go back. That fight's gone. They either, if they're charging, they need to push in as a team, and they're not doing that. And that's gonna result in an easy Rhine pick for Denver and easy map wins. It's like anything they're doing is just not breaking through this comp whatsoever. And Goats. Yeah. Bet you never seen Goats before. 3 ults to versus 4 ults, so like But I think arguably the four ults besides, ooh, force use both defensive ults there from and waste grab. That's all the ults gone from New York there. While they still have the high noon, able to get three vital picks from Zillion. And honestly, they rolled into the fight. Didn't think they would do that, but I guess they just had enough damage to push through and enough healing from the trans to push through that Mei ult and capture the point. Get to the MVP of that fight, in my opinion. We got VCat here with the fat trans, able to save them with almost zero damage and zero use out of the Mei ult, and able to roll that fight over. And two good shots, he's low. Gotta watch out here. You're pushing into against a comp that has more damage than you, and they had that Bastion now, so taking this angle is very risky. A questionable charge in, but might lead into a good follow-up if they can push hard here. Just gotta stay aggressive, can't back down. Oh, they left the Zen by himself, which is not good. But the Rhine is low. Rhine is down. They have Hog for point presence with the Lucio, but Lucio's down, Hog's down. Can't move much with the high noon up as he's picked. And it looks like here that New York's gonna catch her with 4 minutes left on the board. That's goats for you. Very thrilling goats gameplay of watching Ryan hold R2 as they roll over the other team. I could see them definitely busting out a Bastion again here, but that's what I'd do if I were me, but I don't know if they have a dedicated Bastion player like New York does. If you can call that dedicated. I mean, we saw a slight variation in goats. We saw Zen instead of a main healer, which worked surprisingly well, especially with Brigitte's buffed healing. Oh, and they're running the... We're going to see the same goats variation versus a Tracer Reaper. The high noon was a desperation high noon, is what the high noon was. There wasn't a lot he was good though. McCree was going to die anyway. He was at least kind of hoping he could get like maybe a support pick or something with it. So looking pushing in here. Sorry, I died for like 2 seconds. Just looks like standard goats sweeping up. Didn't really miss much, honestly. Got the Hammond here for stall, but in terms of damage, you're not bursting down any tanks with that hero. As they roll back up to set up for defense. Like, Hammond's effective against goats due to CC, but like, if they don't have the damage to follow up, there's not a lot they can do. Has to get in there, get a really good pile drive, and they gotta push in on that. Because they really have nothing to stop it. He gets 2 with the pile drive, and they do push in with the 4-man anti. And that's just a straight roll there. I don't even think the nano was necessary. They could have kept nano for next fight. And then rolled that. That was an incredible anti-nade by Ashe. Just denied all the healing for goats, and without healing, goats is nothing, so... It's huge. As they regroup for this push, they go in having almost 3 ults. Definitely Shatter's most valuable here. Well, if he can get that Zen in Shatter and nullify the trans, that's going to be huge. But it looks like New York is coming up on all their ults, and immediately Grizz is low, but he's healed back up. And they stunned the Shatter out of the Rhine here for Denver, and that's huge in pushing this fight forward, as now it looks like New York's going to be coming up on all their ults for this next fight. Everyone but Shatter, which they used. Go back on to watch the attacking team here. We're going to watch from Ash's perspective. So we're going to see what the Hammond can do here, because honestly in this tight space, literally the only thing is going forward. So they're just waiting to regroup, waiting for them to get all their damage out, find an opportunity to push in. And they're going to take it here. Ryan gets immediately stunned back, but that is a another amazing anti comboed with a really good Reaper ult, and again, Nano for some reason. But they pop the trans here, hoping to get an easy pickup on these last two stallers on the point, and they manage to do that, but the D.Va and Lucio get back with boop, with the beat. And Black Cat's able to get his D.Va mech off, stall him off point, but it looks like they're still fighting this battle down and low. And it just looks like Denver here just going to clean up and pick up the point. Now the question is New York able to force overtime here? I think they will, especially with both tanks on point, but it's a big maybe. Yeah, they're going to force overtime here, especially with the Mei, which is huge for the upcoming fight, because if they're able to catch over the time, they're able to win this game. But honestly, very well fought by Denver against Goats at this point. It's just them stalling. Very well fought against Goats. Definitely made the right swaps. Goats needed something to deal with the Hammond, and they had nothing. See the picks here in a second. Sorry guys if I have the personality of a fucking doorknob. I've never done this before. So for the picks here, it looks like on defense, they're running the Pharah, which is interesting. Kind of trying to run some anti-Goats comp here. Honestly, Bastion on his own isn't much of a problem for Goats if you run that D.Va straight into the Bastion, play aggressive. But now that they have that Mei and the Pharah, two basically untouchables with this Bastion, honestly this comp's looking good to kind of easily mow down Goats and secure maybe the 4-2 victory for Denver. Definitely harder on this match, especially since they have that 4 minutes and 7 seconds, which is a lot of time to make mistakes and to adjust. But the goal here is to win. So, and honestly, not the best use of a wall. Kind of a wasted wall here they can take advantage of. But it looks like Grizz here is doing a pretty good job of distracting the team from the back on. But they push straight onto point with the Rhine, with the Wegsy on Rhine. But they immediately lose, they get the D-Mech, and they lose both their Zarya and their Zen. So, just a straight defensive role here for the anti-Goat strat. I mean, obviously expected because it's supposed to counter Goats. I'm going to see here if New York makes any switches to counter this. I don't think they have much in terms of DPS players, so they'd have to be forced to run, like, Zillion. Oh, they run Starlight on the Hanzo, which is interesting. With the Zarya, definitely could work. The extra damage could cause problem for the shield. And the Grav could... And Dragon Strike could be super valuable against a immobile comp. But they do have that Lucio, and they do have Beat, so... They do have the Pharaoh. But I think they're focusing more on the Bastion and the Orisa, if anything. So they're gonna try the same thing, rolling onto the position on the high ground and rolling on straight onto point again. And they get that pick on the the Pharah, but they wall off the Rhine. So he's with the Lucio over here. And they lose the Rhine and lose the Lucio and get a D-Mech on the D.Va. So it looks like they're gonna be forced to fall back. So they're pushing in again with the Ghosts. They're immediately diving high ground, but there's only 2 of them. It's gonna be hard for them to play Winston effectively against this comp, especially with that shield up the Bastion. I don't know why they're running Winston against Bastion. So it looks like they have no answer for this comp, and honestly, just the amount of damage here, and there's just nothing in the game that can nullify this much crowd control and damage. Even like D-Matrix Bubble, as seen here, is nothing to this. So they need to find a way to out-damage this, or to sneak around this comp and nullify just the Bastion, because the Bastion is the main focus of damage here. And they got the Sombra back here. Sombra without her Translocator, which is pretty rough. They're going to go for a res, see if they can pull it off, but they lose their main healer. And that's a good ult to get 3 easy picks for Denver. But honestly, they get that tick, so they still have that 1 tick on point. Yeah, but like you saw it, Goose. You saw what happened with that team fight. They don't know how to work around this well. That's a very good bomb from Cat as they establish point presence here, and they're able to pick. They just gotta watch the Bastion all here, but they're able to pick the Pharah ult and establish point presence, and they're gonna have about 30 seconds to roll into the next point. So they have 35 seconds to roll on and capture the next point and bring this game to 4-4. They have actually no ults to work with, so they should probably spend about 15 seconds just poking, maybe try to get at least EMP. Well, they do have beat to stall here. And they're able to hack beat out, so no beat for the defending team. If they're able to pick this Bastion, that's huge, but the Bastion doesn't have a great angle for the team. They have Tac Visor, but he is immediately picked off, but they're able to get the Mei, so they lost a lot of stalling there. They lost their Ana. New York lost the Ana. And Ana back. So it looks like Denver is just gonna take this. I have no idea what went on. I missed a lot. Because most monkeys are, of course, Goose. Honestly, that last fight, just way too much damage, not enough ults for New York to quickly roll into that point. Let's see this play in Ryan. Charging the back line here. A lot of damage is pouring into the team. That's how you beat goats. Honestly, you just out damage them, outlast them, nullify their healing, and you're good to go. Great on a play by Ash that game too, for sure. Those nades allowed them to push through that first defense, or the second defense, sorry, and easily roll with that to get the 4-3 victory. Definitely improved Goats counterplay that game, and the Bastion counterplay for Denver. Yeah, we're sitting at 1-1. Pretty back and forth game right now. Very good game. Very good play from both teams.
What's up? What's up, Reed?
You
Are you
swapping
not
out?
here in the party?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm gonna invite Goose
yeah, I'm
too.
close.
Goose is gonna join us.
Did
Um,
you see that power drive, my bro? Did you see that power drive?
yeah, I was. It's hard to cast by yourself, as I found out.
I know. I know.
It's super dry, and I was like dealing with other stuff on Discord too. All right, so ooh, we're gonna see some Franny boy action in this game.
Hammond
Let me,
counters
let
goats.
me, let me, dude, Hammond counts goods.
Did you not
Holy
see it?
man.
Did you
Yeah,
watch? Did you watch
Hammond
my
Did you?
video
Hammond
game?
has the
It was
CCs.
huge, dude. I saw it. You knocked them all up in the air. The anti comes under the shield, splash, they're all purple, fucking easy clap.
Yeah, that was disgusting. That was a
Victory.
huge
And
anti-nade
like
from
I
them.
wasn't even doing anything on far end. They switched off of ghost because of it. Dude, lol. Dude, lol. Imagine solo diving Bastion with Winston. Lol.
Oh my god,
They
I
got
don't
walled off
care.
at choke.
I
Yeah.
know we have a.
What they did is basically
They tried to
People
cheese
don't
it.
know how to
played
bait
goats,
Maywolf.
saw that you countered, they had goats counter in front of them, and didn't switch off goats.
Dude, Grizz, I honestly kind of wanted you to just get a Bastioness and get a Sim and go up through the top left window
That's what I
and
wanted
just
to
sit
do.
up there and burst them all down because there's ghosts all over where you were.
That's what I
I can
wanted to
just
do.
like join the game, right?
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to
it's
do.
on
But
everyone.
We out here,
Ash
boys.
wanted.
Dude,
Ash
I've
wanted.
got 5 stars now. But
I,
we got the Omega Virgin Order.
Ash wanted to run May instead of Sim.
Me instead of Sim.
So it says you're still
I
in
meant
this
I meant
game.
on
He still wants
attack.
you in.
No, I'm sitting. I'm benched.
He's
You got
just chilling.
you
He's
gotta
just
let him
chilling.
know then, cause I have the swaps here, and you're still in, bud.
I have a question, Reed. Why is it in the thousands for the numbers, not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or like 20, 50, 60 type of thing? It's just
Because
so
it
much
makes
simpler that
everything
way.
clean. I cannot swap Vez out for some reason. Others on Affirm. That makes sense. Uh,
Is there too many spectators?
there's 12 spectators right now.
Just get rid of some of the people who aren't actually like,
I'm going to if it comes to it.
streaming.
No, there's a lot of.
Ouch!
No, there's. Oh shit, there's a lot of spectators.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got Big Ben in.
kick the people out that aren't subs.
We
I
don't
mean,
like
some of them can
non-subby boys.
say, some of them
Bye
can
guys.
say I'm okay with that.
Bye guys. GG.
So,
Bye bye.
so yeah, I'm gonna switch the spectators onto red, then change the map, and we are good to go. So I think both teams are ready.
Ok, ok.
Honestly, I was dealing
Dude,
with so much crap that game too. I was kind of distracted. So like the last fight, I wasn't even paying attention. I'm just like, oh, goats.
Did they change the spectator system in like a recent patch?
Yeah,
Because
I
like it
gotta.
looks
Yeah,
cleaner.
they did.
When
And I get.
people use ults, it shows the icon on their name. That's really nice.
I also have to fix what's the next map. Why am I still? It's Ilios, right? Yes, Ilios.
Um, perhaps.
Ilios. It is indeed Ilios. And then
We out here. Is Grizz playing or not? Nani?
oh my god, I'm just trying to figure out how to set this to where I can go back to like the orbit.
Orbit.
Like, you know, away from players.
Yes, I know what you mean. I need to look at the controls real quick. It's probably toggle, thingy, like toggle, I don't know what toggles are, there's too many of them. You can also toggle third person there.
Oh,
You can also just
it's
like put it on static camera 1, that will probably work or some shit.
no, it's objective camera. I got it.
Disable camera blending. Understood.
There we go.
You can move the speed that you zoom.
Yeah, I did all that too. Alright.
Modify FOV, the yanks.
Legs, you checked
I
it.
guess that
It's
works.
all good.
This is so much easier to order Zim. Like, if you just had a Zim and you remembered all the binds, it would be just like press.
There, we're gonna start.
It's hard to map everything onto a fucking controller.
It's hard to stream or to cast when your parents are always on your ass. That rhymed. I'm ashamed of myself.
Dude, I like this map.
Yeah, no,
Except this color palette is fucking awful.
It's
like,
Greek.
it's just white and blue.
It's Greek, man. Like,
Whites and blues make me bored. Dude, this is the best map on this point. Like,
yeah.
like, so fun.
It's where you see not
Although
good.
it's mostly just a hoggle, but then it's still a fun map.
Yeah. Honestly, it's hype
When
just
half
seeing
of the
things
point,
fall.
dude, half the point is an environmental kill, and it makes it so fun.
Yeah. You got the well and the cliffside to the right.
I've never seen anyone get booped off of there. Like, I see people
it's
fall
pretty
off of
hard.
there, but no one ever gets booped off.
Yeah. It's pretty hard. Like, not a lot of team fights happen over that way, so.
It's mostly just flanks. I was kind of wondering what Ash was gonna pick, and then I remembered, wait, he's gonna risk mean.
Yeah. So they're running another triple tank variant.
There's a few bunker comp type of things. There's the bunker comp where you just destroy the enemy team's shield and roll them. I like that one. It's kind of cheesy. You just like run Junkrat Hanzo and they have no shield the entire game.
Jeez.
So
Just gonna see.
a lot of bunker comp is coordinated around the hook pull combo from Orisa Hog. You land those and you just win a lot of fights. This is smart from Denver. They're going this far away, so it's hard to get pulled in or looped in by the Lucio.
It does let New York establish a little bit more point presence until they decide to push up, and now they're fighting around the well. So they got the Doomfist going in. Doomfist getting stunned.
Doomfist might not be the best pick here with a stun and a hog.
Yeah. Doomfist I don't think is the best pick in this meta right now.
I could have sworn Chris's hook hit, but I guess it just for killer us. That's a big hook.
Yeah, they got the D-Mech on the Diva.
Yes, yes. Feels
It
bad.
does look like New York's gonna catch at this
And
point.
you can keep himself alive.
Yeah.
Doomfist is back.
Ooh,
Chris
and
almost
they-
got hooked in the hole, and then he got pulled and stunned into the hole.
Oh my
Poor
God.
guy. Even when he's not playing on main tank, he's on main tank.
Yep. And they lose the Doomfist here too.
That dynamite could be no, it's too far back. That dynamite could have been big. It could have like set the Lucio on fire because it might have burned him to death.
It looks like they're just gonna get staggered.
Yes. They need a hard reset and go again.
I mean, that was
is
good,
big,
eh?
but there's
Yeah,
no
no
follow
punish.
up.
No punish.
Is there a Sombra? There's a Sombra.
Oh, that's a huge stun.
Wait, what was that
Boostio.
beat drop?
Yeah,
They
he stunned
knew
beat
what?
drop. Yeah, they stunned
What
the
are
beat
those
drop.
support odds? That's a big stun. That's a weird spot also. Boop into the hole, Pog.
And
And
they
the
got
main
the.
tank's dead.
Yep.
Denver have got like an extra number here.
But they're able to nullify the fat anti there with a good
Golden Pog
beat.
coming out. No more
Oh my God.
DMX for it.
Look, that's just all
Looks
gold.
like
Look at that.
Denver
That's
is
all
gonna
gold.
cap it. But I think almost every ult came out of both teams, other than
Yeah,
supports on one side.
It looks like they got 1 versus 2. They're just building
no,
percent
people
at this point. Well, it's
They
like a
still
3v5.
haven't capped. They
Nope.
haven't capped it.
They're kind of just fighting around the wall here, just avoiding death.
They just stall. They just stall.
If you can stall, why don't you? Hopefully they need to get out though. Yeah, they don't have that Orisa shield. They don't have healing on the tanks. That is a
Oh, big
huge,
pull!
big pull. Getting Ben. Huge pull.
Very big.
Lucio lived, but
I really think if you're gonna play bunker comp, and you know they're gonna have bunker comp, you need quite a lot of burst or shield focus on your team.
yeah. Oh, for sure. Seems like a lot of teams are struggling
Another
with the
problem.
idea that
That's a
maybe,
big M.
yeah, but they do have the cover to kind of fall back and wait it out. But they do lose the mech, which is huge.
I think Bob was positioned slightly incorrectly. If it went a bit deeper, it could have helped with the MP. Ooh, that was close. So actually
That was
almost got
really
pulled in.
close. Yeah.
Very close, gamer.
They
People are
lose
kind of
the
playing far away
hog,
from
yeah.
Ash, which leaves them vulnerable to getting hooked. I do not like that.
They need something to push in on here to push in on this team. Both teams
Just
are
saw the
running
nade
Orisa.
go into the well.
Both these teams are running an Orisa here, so there's not going to be any like hard pushes and aggressive pushes.
Ooh, that's a big stun.
It's a really good it's a good
Honestly,
alt
I
life
think
around
you
here.
can be fairly aggro with Orisa, but you need to like play
It's
it
just
smart.
slow.
It's just like
Even with the Lucio,
yeah,
it's just
it's like a slow Reinhardt
yeah. Nice pick onto the
by Grizz.
there we go. And with that, they take it again.
And that is it.
Yes.
The well goes to is it New York? Oh, that's contesting. Huge Ash.
Ash gets the contest here, but he's gonna get picked. There's no way he's living that. Just
Lucy
way
might
too
be able
much-
to get a big boot there. They're all lined up, and he beat drops.
He got the Roadhog, so just keep in mind that they're down a Roadhog, and they got
Oh,
Boop,
he did. I
and
didn't
they got
notice the runner
Bob.
go into the hole.
Oh, but they got the pick on the
This
Lucio.
could
They got Bob
be
at
winnable.
LOS.
It could go either way,
They're
depending on how they play. But it
They
looks like
they needed
New
Bob for
York
point presence there. I
is
think.
going
Oh,
to have
Grizz
Grizz is
dead
in the
now.
hole for the third time.
Grizz is
Grizz,
not
you're not
happy
meant to
about
pull
this
down
game.
there, buddy.
That's not where the
And
point
I
is.
think it's his fourth time actually.
Yeah.
What is he doing? He probably plays too much of that hug game where you just like try and hook people into the hole all the time. So that's a pretty garbage game move. But
Honestly. So now we're on Lighthouse, which is.
I expect to see Goats if I'm completely honest. Goats
Yeah.
kind of is good on this map.
But I mean, if they run a counter Goats comp, they can run Sim pretty effectively here. There's a lot of places to put your trigger on.
Farah is good on this map, but there's not many other DPS that work in Goats that are good on this map.
But
I don't
against-
think Maze
I'm
are
just
good.
talking about against
If you speed to point, I guess Sim's okay, but like actually, dude, Sim might be a really good Ghost kind of. You just charge off the fucking rain on high ground, get max charge, that does like 180 damage per second? Just melt tanks with it. Why isn't Sim getting buffed to counter Ghost and Reaper instead? What is
I
this?
have no idea.
I think, yeah, Black Cat got antied. Which is
They're running
our
the
position, they could capitalize on it.
game
Grizz is kinda alone, and he's stunned,
So is
and he's
Wags.
dead. No, he's alive.
Legs
Huge
is still in
hills.
position.
Massive. Who's on Arna? Who is it? Big Ben. Massive hills. I love Ryan's and Arna's are in like synchronization because they get there also around the same time, and it just kind of rolls through people. Big tired.
Fat there. Late in the fight too. Those are staggers.
Yos. Huge staggerinos. It's rare that you see an Arna get Shadow before Nano before Rain, honestly. Unless like the rain just gets hard focused and you can't swing, which I guess kinda happened in that situation at the beginning for Ghost. The only time I really see Arnas get Nanos really fast is on King's Row, because like people play so aggro on that map, and that's kinda how you play that map anyway. That's big picks. Moon comes
Yeah,
through,
two
but it's
big
kinda
picks from
wasted.
here up to.
Did they only use Noon?
Both.
It was only Noon they used.
Oh, that's a huge
pretty
boop.
Using one ult for a one fight.
Honestly, Cobra Kai on that Lucio. Cobra Kai 99, sorry, on that Lucio is pressing me. It's fun to
He's
watch.
getting out. He's getting out. He's zoomed in.
The boop did its thing though, got him off point.
Yeah, but it was kind of like too late. I think he's gonna be able to get back in time. I can't make a push on it, even with speed boost. I'm expecting to see a Nano Rain here. I hope he kills everything. And a Shadow Block. Dude, huge sleep. Go, 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 go.
Alright, so we
Nano
got
Rain.
the Doom coming in here. And that's a
Big Doom
well-timed
Assault.
beat.
That's a huge beat. And the other
Counter
beat.
beat coming in.
Everyone's got so much health. Nice block from Grizz.
Nice boot.
His barrier's down. Grizz can shatter for free when he gets it.
Oh, this is gonna be a
Rip pack,
fat
I mean,
tire,
that could be
though.
big, there's no shield. It got destroyed by a Roadhog. Two
Nice.
tank ults.
And good
Yeah,
boot.
everyone's off the map. Everyone's off the map.
Everyone's just dead.
And the Speedy Boy gets out once again.
Yeah. They can't kill the frog.
Nemega Wolf. They kind of need to win this next fight. They use a lot of ults, but they have Grav and Shatter. That's honestly fine.
Yeah.
And it wins most team
No
fights.
defensive
Well,
ult
the
on
other
the
team
side of New
only
York either.
has Noon.
And they used it. They're popping Noon. Nice pick on
Oh
the Rhine,
no.
though.
Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm so confused.
They
In the
knew
feed it
he
says
was
Diva
around.
8 beat drop.
Wait, what?
It said Diva 8 beat drop.
How?
I don't know, because Nova Lucio's used beat drop, I had it.
I don't know.
Even when this game gets updated, it's still bugged.
So it looks like,
Ogres.
this looks like New York is just gonna
Yeah,
take this map
take
2-0.
this game to New York. We go on to a fourth map. I don't know what it is. Though.
The fourth map is, I can check for you.
I mean, what have we had?
Rialto.
It's real to zzz.
Honestly, VCAT here. Us spectating him at the end of the game was
One boopy boy.
quality Lucio highlights here.
Was this the, yes, this was the fight where, like, every single ult came out. I'm so confused. I've never seen an environmental kill, like, in a single one get play of the game.
Yeah.
That's a lot of healing, actually, like, holy shit. Fucking almost 16k in just over 8 minutes. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I guess I had triple tank. That kind of makes sense, actually.
Triple tank and the other
And
team had
Moira.
Junkrat.
Dude, Moira and triple tank is so you just do so much healing. It's
It's
retarded.
honestly the only thing she's viable in.
Yeah, tank heavy comps, or if you've got a bad on you just have Moira instead. It's like she's easy.
For sure.
People have been running Zen goats more than Moira goats recently, just because it's so much easier to kill targets. You just put Discord on the rain and just roll over things.
Yeah, that makes
It's
sense,
kind of
honestly. Because honestly, the biggest struggle of goats is damage. So it kind of
I don't
makes
think
it
it's
for that.
damage, honestly. It's like goats versus goats is why Zen goats was made, honestly, because like nothing died. It was all down to like who got ults first and whose ults were bigger. So like the idea of Zen goats is just discord the enemy rain and just focus them.
That makes sense.
But, like, you have to be careful because obviously you have like this Lucio Brig Zen. You have no main healer, so like. That Zen gets his trans quick, or Lucio is always amping and Briggs packing the right targets at the right time and constantly having Inspire up, you just get melded. But it's an interesting idea. Some people run Ana Zen actually. I don't know if they keep using Brig, I haven't seen. Because the Lucio is really important in goats. And I think Brig was only there for Shadow combo originally. Well, Brig was OP at that point. So. Well, she still is, but like, nowhere near as much.
Alright.
No,
So this
Grizz.
Grizz can join us in the booth, though.
Yeah.
Hello, Grizz.
Hello, Grizz.
Did you like falling into the hole?
Mm-hmm.
You got almost booped into it, and then pulled, and then flashbanged, just in case you were gonna get out.
It's a sight to see. Just every
Oh no, it
other,
was both,
every other
not
person
pulled,
falling in a
yeah.
hole.
I wanted ruins.
I don't like ruins.
It's good for Hammond.
Of course. That's the only reason you wanted ruins.
Well, the other maps I can run Hammond on Marketplace, but I didn't.
I mean, Marketplace? I thought that was
Whatever
called
it's.
Lighthouse.
Yeah, no, it might be here. Whatever it's called.
You're thinking of Lijiang Tower, my man. That's Night Market on Lijiang Tower.
Night Market Hammond's pretty pog too, though.
Dude, there's a swing you can do from like point to the enemy
Mm-hmm.
spawn, and it's so fun. Like you could fuck it up so easily and just die.
Did you see the swing on King's Row that I found?
Yes, I did.
It's I can't do it again. It's hard to do.
You could probably do that from like the other side near the
You can.
bookshop, honestly.
It's pretty pog because widows just shit themselves when you do it. There's been a bug with Hammond though that's making it a lot harder to play him. Like where his pile driver won't go sometimes. It'll like do the startup animation and then he'll just fall down on the ground without being stunned.
Yeah, it's weird. Um, I have a question, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, your, I think it was your Lucio. His beat drop was eaten by Diva. Um, can you tell me what he was thinking?
I think it was a
Oh,
factor.
but everyone knows Diva is the biggest counter to Lucio beat drop because she just eats up all those shields.
Oh yeah, the pencil matrix them. Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. What you don't need Sombra. You just do that.
Yeah, it's so funny. I just started looking the feed and it's like fucking Diva. I think it was Black Cat. Just like eight Cobra Kai's beat drop. And it's like okay, that's not how it works, but if you insist.
I think we should have run pharmacy on Ilios.
Which map? The
Pharmacy.
second one? Or the well, Pharmacy's pretty good on all of them, to be honest. I genuinely think that you can't really run a bunker comp without having a shield break or
Mm-hmm.
like hard focusing a shield.
Well, I was trying to do most of the shield break. It wasn't a
The
bunker
hog
comp for
isn't
me.
enough, dude. He doesn't do enough damage. You have to reload too much, and Orisa does like no damage to it.
It was supposed to be a boob comp, but I know Ash does
I've
like
seen
having boob
people,
comps.
I've seen people in Nepal who just like go around the back, like on the left on Sanctum, right, or the right, depending on which side you're in. So you don't go on the
Mhm.
hole. You just run and speed boost behind the enemy team. Put your shield down, and you have a junk round, like a bunch of high burst damage shit. And you just break their shield and kill them all, because you're so fast and they're so clustered up. Junk just bursts everyone down. It's so stupid. I think that was before Moira came out though, so I don't know how that'd work now.
That's right. I think I'm gonna come in for the tiebreaker if we make it to the tiebreaker.
I believe
And you know who I'm
tiebreakers
running.
are always fun to watch.
I'm
Is the
running
tiebreaker Li Jong again? I like Li
Yeah,
Jong.
I'm running
Hells
Hammond.
yeah.
I'm running Hammond on Lijiang too.
Oasis and Li Jong are best 2 CP maps.
You mean King of the Hill?
Yeah, control.
I like
Fucking
Busan.
stupid.
I like Busan to be honest. I love Busan, but I play
Yep.
Hammond.
I like the aesthetics of Busan. I don't like the comps around on it.
I agree with that. You can run a lot of comps on it, but the comps that people run are kind of cancerous.
Goats.
hmm
Goats. More goats.
You know, I run on it. If I could like have my own team, like what I would run Hammond, and then the next off tank that's coming out to match Hammond to synergize with Hammond, and then
They're gonna be called, Soldier 76 is gay.
just give Soldier 76 a mech suit,
Just-
make him an off tank. Tell me that wouldn't help
Everyone
him.
shit talk. Everyone shit talks him for like 5 seasons. He gets a mech suit. The future is now, old man.
Because it would help him because he's the worst hit scan in the game.
He's so
So
bad.
yeah,
Like,
so it would keep his
in a
skill.
meta where like everything's burst around killing things quickly and burst damage and stuns, Soldier's just like awful.
He just sustained the damage.
Dude, Trace has more burst damage than Soldier. Soldier's a 120 damage Helix rocket for a burst. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but if they give him a mech suit, keep the biotic field. You can rework some of the abilities, but keep that biotic field because I think that'd be interesting for a tank.
I think Soldier needs to go back up to his 20 damage per second.
No,
like,
just make him an off tank. Just make him an off tank.
Just make him fly. Then it'll be fine. You don't need to be a Pharah counter if you can fly. You'll just be the Pharah instead. And
Well,
make
the thing is,
Helix rockets infinite.
I don't know what. Yeah, imagine your biggest piece of burst damage being Farah's primary fire. Imagine.
No.
But I don't know what kind of the
Just a faster version of it is really.
I don't
His
know.
skins kind of suck in this game, unless like the McCree, Widow. They're the only good. Ash is okay, but like I don't know. Without a Mercy Pocket, I think she kind of like gets fucked a little bit.
Right.
And her ult's nowhere near as good as like McCree's. McCree's you can actually set up for big plays. I think it's hard to set up Bob for big plays.
Well, I like doing Shatter Bob.
Yeah, it works, but.
And then Vess's Tracer's been kind of insane.
He got a free K on Hanamura with that pulse bomb. Absolute madman. What is that? Okay. Every time I see Ryan, Moira, Lucio, and Diva, I'm just like, oh no, it's good. And then I see the last one is DPS, I'm like, thank God.
Starlight's on the Widows.
Dude, VCat's doing the Reddit boot. I love it when people do this. It got blocked.
Cobra's a really good ride. Cobra.
Is he better than you?
I
I need to focus on the game, I'm sorry. Huge anti. Flash fan doesn't go through. There's no bubble. This is why you really need Zara if you're doing Rain Zara, honestly. Bubble like gets rid of all the CC antis and shit like that. It enables him a lot more. There's both tanks gone from is that New York? That's New York.
Imagine getting slept while you're getting BMAC. It feels terrible, doesn't it?
But I believe that's the advantage your team might have here. First, you have a Zarya player and like Diva. Your tanks are very flexible. That's a big slam. It counts with coalescence, and he pins him. Stop pinning after shatters, please. I think you're gonna be capping first point. I don't know why I'm saying you're. I need to save.
I know, I'm doing so much work right now, dude. My team is not doing anything.
You are actually popping off. Dude. Oh my god, he picked up a 7k. DJ Grizz out here playing the Widowmaker. Oh, he got another one. So smooth, dude.
They do have trans, which, well, I mean, they don't even have any ults yet on the side of oh, they have Jedi.
The only thing you need to trans here is probably like either your randomly gets low and high bursted or shatter. Yeah. Nothing else really like matters because Diva Bomb, Riptire, and High Noon go through trans if they do enough damage.
Sunbury is probably better.
Dude, they ate Transcendence this time, even though it was Grav, but.
Why does it look like that? Why is that?
Dude, I don't understand how it was eating Transcendence when it was clearly Grav. Big Ben gets trapped. The hills though. Dude, Ash did some huge hills. The Shadow coming through. I don't think it needed. That Trans might sway the fight towards them. Diva's D-Max. Noon's just chilling in the back. Oh, he cancelled it. That Trans actually swayed the fight. That's shocking. Because like the Shadow hit both supports. Huge. I genuinely thought they were gonna lose that map, fight. Oh, nice one. A big beat coming through. They can like take a fight with that. Ooh, I'm running from the rip guy. Huge. Nice banana, mate. That's a big grab. You need to shield that Noon. Nice Cobra guy. Big bomb. Taking a Ryan. I don't know why you didn't turn around and shield that.
The shield broke. The shield broke with the high noon.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the other Ryan. That's my bad. Dude, I get so confused. And they're gonna be backing up. Solid hold, in my opinion. Dude, I always get Ryan's confused, because, like, I don't know.
I get them confused unless I, like, actually know the Ryan player.
I get them confused unless I'm the one playing the rain. That's the only time I can block Diva bombs. I notice with.
They have nano. They have pulse bomb again.
I didn't. The
Stuff like
hero picks are interesting. You don't see Junkrat anymore, and on a map that's kind of more open, it's kind of whip.
He's really good on the last point though.
Yeah, there's a pretty good choke on the last point.
And he's good here.
Cobra is going in. He's not got much support though, and he's gonna go down. Yeah, both tanks. Yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah. Run away. I love how people fan the hammer now from such a far distance. It does so much more damage. Like, there's no point in shooting when you can just like a 40 damage burst from afar. It's
Our
great.
stagger's really, really bad.
Yes, that was a huge stagger.
Yeah, unless Starlight's pulls off a big ass rip tire, shatter tire, that's what they're gonna do. I'm bad.
Shadow Tire is pretty scary, and even if that doesn't work, you got Shadow Noon or Shadow Bomb, which will be ready soon.
Shatter bomb is the hardest one to like actually combo though.
I don't think so. I think it's just way too much, honestly. Shadow can win fights and so can Bomb. Well, Shadow doesn't really need the combo. Pulse Bomb has nothing else as a trap. Big Flash fan. They don't have a res, so all kills are final as well. Cobra Kai is doing a ballsy. That's big. Oh, huge slam! That's literally everyone. But don't have the trance up already. It was nano, so it wasn't going to do much. Big slam! Riptire's coming through somewhere. Big Riptire! Holy shit! Diva's Zarya is really high charge too. So like this is probably going to go this way of Denver. Like big, high charge Zarya just tears through everything. High Noon coming through from high ground picks out. No.
It doesn't matter.
They're gonna cap anyway. That flash, if he honestly, if someone's like clicked the head in that like split second, I would have been really impressed. That would have been a pretty big pick because he would have been staggered like really badly. But just too much damage from the fire. Like an 80 charge Zarya, I think that is.
It'd be kind of cool if it showed on the spectator screen how charged Zarya is. She's still pretty charged.
I would like that. Yeah. I mean, you have to kind of go in first person. I don't like first person.
Neither do I. Like with the whole fight.
Here comes the Shattered thing combo. Ooh, nice. Banana's got another trance. She used that like last fight. That's insane.
She does. She's really good. She does
That's
a
a big healer pick, but they lost trance. Is this goats now? It's goats now. Okay. They've already switched to the Farah. Dude, I don't know who shot calls on your team. Good. They're literally switching channels already.
When I'm not there, Ben.
Ben, he's Masters, right? Masters players be smart. Just I do the same thing on Rain where you try and fire straight at the Farah. It's completely pointless because like, she just gets healed up anyway.
But it's like, bitch, I know you're there.
Yeah, it's so fun to do. Nice, not nice, maybe. It could be nice depending on what team you're on. Two big picks, however, one of them got res. Schlam gets blocked by Cobra Kai.
Good job, Cobra.
I think Mercy needs to be on a Diva a bit more. The Diva's constantly flying up, and it's kind of like doing a lot of damage to. They don't have double main healer, which is a little bit of a disadvantage. Fire Mercy's kind of bad without double main healer. Big Schlam, I don't know how they didn't hit Ryan. Stop hitting after shatters, please.
New York's Zarya just shot into the enemy grab. I don't know.
They don't know chat. That's smart. That's smart. The grab with barrage, nothing can. The trans with barrage. That's a no. There's not a zone behind. That was a smart play. The trans makes it almost impossible to kill Farah in the barrage unless you have like a one tap ability or high burst or like everyone shooting her. The bubble that could have gone on her too, but I guess it was on cooldown.
You really need double main for pharmacy though because Zen can't heal no.
Yeah, unless you play in a really passive way. They got walled off in their spawn though, which stopped them from testing, and they had a lot of ults. Maybe I was not looking. Who knows? It's late. It's like 4 a.m. Dude, friend left is already half HP. Actual thrower. Round isn't even started, and he's out of HP. I say this, but like 4 people are dead on Denver. Chris, explain yourself. Round isn't even started, and half your team is dead.
I don't know what to do.
You're gonna have to have a serious talk with them. Goddamn throwers.
I took the biggest snooze, man. I was supposed to cast the first game today.
Who taught Cobra Kai Rain, by the way? Was it you? I know you charge after all your shadows as well. Like, did you do it? Hmm? You be teaching you be teaching people how to play Rain badly. I don't appreciate it.
No,
I don't like people who charge after shadows.
When I teach people how to play Ryan, I tell them not to do that, but I still do it all the time.
Yes. Fuck's sake.
I tell them to fire strike and then swing, like not in a circle, but you know what I mean, like the wide.
You pin lots because pin does like 50 damage. You can do like 75 with 2 swings. A fire strike does 100, and then like you pin lots if that's a tank and like hit anyone behind. And you try and aim for a wall close by, and that like maximum zero damage you can do for like getting in a bad position, aka behind the enemy team.
They have a lot. Denver's coming with a lot of damage. Those double main heals.
It is good. Again, they're going around the left, dude. I kind of miss when people. I kind of miss quad tank, honestly. Quad tank was a fun meta.
Huge.
That's a big wall. There's 3 of them cut off. They can just go on them. No counter charge. That's not good. Oh, huge sleep. The other pin. Nice. They're down to 1 Denver. It's 2-2 each. Main tank and off support thingy gun and no break. This is weird. Like they're not pushing the payload though. Like it's fine and all they fight here, but the payload's not moved an entire minute, and then you lost the fight as well.
Yeah,
So in essence, they just stayed in spawn for an entire minute and found the enemy's grab. Starlight switches to the Pharah. It's actually pretty good here. There's not really any counters to it. He gets 2.
No, fire strike him. Fire strike that bitch.
We fire strike them, boys. There's no Moira for her, which is gonna make it hard, especially if they switch any type of hits in. Even like the soldier's good for it. Bad. Wait, did Banana use Moira? Or...
Finn is now on McCree for the Pharah.
Nice. I've seen Ben's Widow, and it's pretty pog. That man gets a few head clicks, and by few I mean quite a lot. Huge Flash fan.
Why play any other way? Like honestly, though, like it's just abusing the system. Honestly, I don't blame anybody for doing it.
To be fair, I think getting picks, unless it's like a map that you can easily snowball on, and you're on defense or something, getting that pick is pretty good because you kind of force the enemy to wait for respawns too, especially if it's like a big pick like a main tank or healer. But there's some moments where you don't want to, just like you should just jump on cut and die. I think it's really important to just die fast on King's Row. A lot of the street sections, dude, that barrage almost was like 4-man with the flashbang. Dude, huge counter shower, nice block. It's 1 for 1 right now. Riptide there's 2, actually 3, 2 up for Denver. They could stack a DM. No, stack on the diva.
No, Ash doesn't like baby divas, so he kills them.
Okay. I'll
They're running pharmacy now.
I don't know what his reasons might be for that, but
I think he's just racist to Korean people.
Yikes.
That was a joke, boys. That wasn't toxicity. It was just a joke. Sorry for offending anyone.
There is a grab coming up with the Coalescence. That could be big. That's both grabs. And there's 2 picks from Denver making this fight a lot easier. Union comes through. Big Ben gets 2. And they win that. The res came through, but I don't think it's really gonna matter.
No.
Moira's a hit skin.
A big thing with Mercy res is just like if you can get the res, that's cool. But like, are you just gonna feed the enemy more ult charge with that res?
I think you need to play smart with Mercy reses. your team has to be aware that you have to res, like, especially in the more 6v6 where like things aren't messy and people are more coordinated. So you can get it off, but like if the person just dies again, or your team dies while you're using it, like it's kind of a massive disadvantage.
Starlight switched to Hondo, and they have a soldier now.
I like what Cobra Kai is doing. The Zarya Cobra Kai, not the Rain Cobra Kai. He's just going high ground, firing a little ult fire out, getting that ground charge up a little bit faster, and backing off to his team.
Well, this is another huge advantage we have because the
That's a
Cobras are
big
brothers,
pick.
so we have insane chemistry.
Cobra Kai's a brother. Yeah, I think I played against him once. But he was on support, and then your other one was on Reaper. Big Slam.
That was a good bomb too.
That's a smooth fight. Only losing, I think it was Zonix. Oh, yeah, only using Zonix. But Rez, he basically didn't die, they didn't lose anyone. If they're to Lucio, they might be able to recontest this, but I don't think they're going to be able to. It's possible. They contested it.
Ash is
Just
on
barely.
Zen. Ash is a really
Shadow got cancelled. It feels bad.
feels. Dude, that's the worst feels. Like
They've got 3 minutes to hold this last point, and it's going to be pretty rough, honestly. But I think this is the hard. This is probably the easiest point of the map to hold.
yeah, because there's a lot of cover.
And the first choke, unless you break it like on a snowball or staggering, it's pretty hard to get through without like ult combos.
What rank is
That's
Exile?
I can't tell you. That's a big noon and a tire. That takes out 2. I don't think we need any more. So they've used for a lot.
4.
Like yeah. So I'm expecting another bomb shadow combo coming out soon. I've been doing that a lot.
Dragons too.
You see, I think as much overkill as bomb shadow is, it is pretty reliable because it's hard as a rain to block both of them. Like you need to kind of like bait the enemy around into thinking you're going to turn around for the Diva Bomb, and then turn back around, and then turn around in time to block the Diva Bomb and like save your team. It's really difficult. So it's just better for you mostly to just hide, I think.
No, that wouldn't. I was thinking with
But
dragons.
it's genuinely.
Be a thing because you
Tough
can hide a
topic.
demon. You can hide a demon with dragons.
I don't think so. I mean, you can zone them up into an area if you want, right? Like, let's say you wanted to go and funnel into the left room, you could drag them like outside of the door where the Zen is right now, and then throw the D-bomb in the room, and they were kind of stuck in there. That's a nice pick from Ash, and Shadow's... Yes, that's a 4-mine Shalam. Black Cat's behind, and he's gonna get demixed. This is a solid hold. They've got 1 minute left, but 4 ults? 4 ults. No support also, that can make it difficult for when Grav comes through. And they have a Transcendence on the side of Denver. Transcendence is honestly one of the best supports in the game. Only countered by another support. Like, I guess Transcendence, huge block. Cobra Kai has really been blocking them a lot. That was...
I think they're gonna save Moon.
That's
They're gonna save
2-2.
Moon Pyre for the end.
Probably. Ben likes doing his flanking moves, and I like it. I like it. I kind of just like waste my noon a lot on McCree because I'm bad at him. Like
Honestly,
I try to get my Rain to shield me, but my Rain never does, so I just cry.
my biggest issue with Ben is that like, cause he's really good at the game. Like, he's insane at this game. But like, he acts like he's not. Like, he's like a real humble acting human being. And I'm like, no, I'm just.
Big Slam.
I think it should be a foot.
That's
When Zen does a melee, it
nice.
should be a foot. It should be
That's a nice fight,
It should be a
honestly.
foot.
But I think that's 2-2. We go into a tie breaker.
It's the first tiebreaker of the league.
I must admit, Cobra Kai 99 has been hitting some big shatters and blocking most of the enemy's shatters. I think I've only seen him like let 3 or 4 go through in the past couple maps. Pretty impressive.
He's a good Ryan, and me and him work really well together when we're running Ryan Hammond. Dude, Freya's here.
I only have one complaint though. Stop pinning after you shatter. Thank you.
But it's so fun.
Public service announcement. Masters main tank who like top 500. Stop fucking pinning after you shatter.
Tell me it's not fun.
I'm not being toxic. I'm just being helpful. I'm trying to make you improve.
Tell me it's
It
not
is
more.
fun. It is fun. But you know, would you rather get 5 kills or would you rather go in their backline and die?
It depends who the person I pin is. If it's the McCree that's been flashbanging me all game, then I'm pinning the fucker.
I think the only people I pin are like Reapers because I fucking hate them. They're such a scummy hero. It's so low skill, and like all you do is just bully bully tanks like or Sombras. Fuck them bitches.
Yeah, I pin Reaper 1, W mouse 1, right?
Mouse one. I too use mouse and keyboard. But I got called out for mouse and keyboard earlier today. That was pretty funny. Main tank player uses Widow once and he gets called out for being a mouse and keyboarder. Dude, Lijiang time. What are you expecting from your team if you're not being subbed in? Like what comps? You know them better than me. It seems like Insomnia really favor their goat slash heavy tank comps and high burstish.
What we do, our comps usually revolve around what the other team runs. We'll usually
You're a
go
counter pick team. I like that.
yeah.
It's pretty much what Overwatch is now. So.
But like our normal starting comp is either like Ryan Diva or Ryan Zarya. Just depending on what we're feeling and who's going to be running the off tank. Usually a Lucio and Ana or Moira, and then DPS.
I like Lucio.
Lucio
Ryan is so fun. You just get speeded everywhere. You're a speedy boy.
If Vess is in, he'll be on McCree or Tracer because he's pretty insane in both of them. Ben is a really good Pharah. He's just a really good all-around player. But he would be our other like main DPS character.
I've seen him play main tank like once.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember it though. Usually if I can't remember things, it means 2 things. I fell asleep, or
he's a really good one.
I got bored.
Yeah. But if I could pick my, like, honestly, I do. Ryan Hammond is really good. Like, it's 2 main tanks, but
Ryan Hammond is good if for you. If I'm Reinhardt and you pick Hammond, I'm gonna report you for throwing. I agree with it. It's good if you have coordination, but like,
if you don't, it sucks.
In ladder, it's fucking awful. Like, ladder's already bad enough, and you have these fucking people out here insta-locking Hammond.
That's me. 7% win rate, boys.
You're in gold though. It's different. There's not far mercies everywhere. Like, there's not bastions everywhere. Yeah, you're also on NA.
There are bastions everywhere.
Alright, there's bastions everywhere in gold, I remember. People try and run goats in 6 stacks in that elo, it's fucking funny. Because like, they're also spread out. None of them shoot the same thing.
Cobra Kai is a really good Reaper too. So this is gonna be interesting.
I'm closing my eyes. I don't want to see Reaper. Do 2 edgelords. We sleep on this.
Who is the bigger edgelord?
The person not playing Reaper, preferably.
See, that's why Lucio is so important right there.
Cobra Kai! Okay, everyone followed him through. Good. I was scared. He's frozen? The life of a main tank.
Yeah. Denver's gonna go to point.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
But
that
they've,
loses
I
fight.
think they've lost the fight way too early. The
Probably
second
gonna
Cobra
switch
Kai.
now.
I might
Fatality.
just call the Cobra Kai's by their number. It's easier. There you go, Ward off. 99 is dead. Yep, gone. This
Feels
this is
feels
what is it? I think it was Dallas Fuel around this with the Mei on this map. It's like if you win the point, the choke's so easy to hold with the Mei because like they can't really go around any other way a lot of the time. And it's just happening every time to him. He's just walking through, the wall's coming in, and they're pinning him into the wall, and he can't do anything about it. What? It needs to be baited out in some way, or they need to
Farah.
speed through it. Farah could be good.
She can go around.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's...
Stuck with this, yeah.
I don't know. It's just baiting out the Mei wall. He's kind of not going deep enough to bait it out. This is so funny. She's not using the wall.
Well, Starlight's his master.
There it is, finally.
Cobra's
That was
I wanted him there.
that's a pretty big slam. 2 people. Oh, a big counter slam. F bottom. Yep, that's a huge high hold from NY. And they use a lot of ults, but they still have grab the freeze, and it's a really good combo. It's almost as good as AMP, but like it's not as instinctive, not instinctive, you know, instant.
A better.
And they're walled off. And I think they can't get the point. They're not gonna manage touch. I think, yeah, the May pick really worked out for them there. Dude, it shows you when people are frozen, that's adorable. They've got like snow on their head and shit in the thing.
This is actually frustrating that I can't like do call-outs to my team.
Just
help.
shoot the May wall or bait it out.
Or go around.
Lol. Just don't get walled off. Yeah, the May
That's a
pick was
big
good
thing
there.
on- That's a big thing on a lot of maps is people get to like tunnel vision on going one direction. Happens a lot on like Dorado.
Lijiang's one of those maps where like, I don't know, no one really remembers there's another entrance, to be honest. Because it's in such a weird place. It's like, most other maps have like two split offs at some point when you're going there. Lijiang's like, you come out of spawn, you got main, and you got a fucking staircase leading up to fucking the mountains, dude. And there's an entrance somewhere over there. It's so weird. That's a big pin.
Big
But
throwing.
no, with no speed boost, they can't really come in. Then 2 picks, huge.
Cobra
I
almost has
like what they're trying to do with the Mei wall. They're walling it so the Ryan has like a cushion, so he doesn't go too far out.
That's just huge.
Yeah, Vest just like got a 4K dude, 5K. Who is this guy? Who is he?
I don't know how
Pogers.
he's not. I don't know what. I think he's in Diamond, but I think he should be higher than he is because he's really good.
I can't say yay or nay, but he's been
Yeah.
popping off. It could also be that some people play better in coordinated 6x. I personally can attest that I feel like I play better in a 6x.
He's his SR's 30-30 right now. I think it
Nice.
might be because
That's a
I
big
used-
sleep and a big pulse. Grab his free. That's the dragon. That's massive with the anti-ink too on top of it too. Huge combos. And they still have Shadow and Nano. Nano Shadow here will probably win in the next fight, considering they only have like Mayo.
Denver's really coordinated.
Yeah.
But so is New York too. So that's why this game is so good. Is because both teams are really coordinated.
The May pick worked really well on the last map, but it's not so good on this map. It's like
That's a lot.
That's-
This map's more open.
it's also that the door is really easy to like go around. Like even if you wall someone off there, there's literally just another entrance right to the side. So you need to burst that rain instantly. Could be
I'll line
huge.
some new stuff in there.
Big slam. That's actually gonna keep him alive, I think. No heals come in. Oh, feels bad, dude.
It's alright, it's alright.
Pulse on comes out fast, so regardless of that like missing, it doesn't matter too much. Oh, that was not. That was the Hollow's pulse, but I thought it was Vez's pulse one.
Starlights is now on Pharah with no counter, so this is gonna be interesting. Ash might shoot him down.
I like shooting down Farah's Susanna. There's also Moira. Moira kind of soft counters alright in my opinion when they don't have a high burst either, like a Zen. Huge pick. Who needs a hit scan?
He needs her log.
Dude, you really did teach Cobra Kai, didn't you? This man always pins in.
I didn't, I swear.
Who taught him? Hmm?
The only thing I'm showing him is how to do hand and stuff.
Teach him, Rain. These plat charges are annoying. Like, you can block shadows and that's fucking huge. Like, you're doing great. Ah! Ah!
Like, in regards to Best only being 30-30, I think he might have the same thing that happened to me. Because, like, I fell a lot when I started filling to try to help out the team comps. Instead of just playing my best hero.
Yeah, I didn't know what you mean. I think, like, big block. His shot hits nothing. That's a big grab, but I don't think there's anything to combo with it. There's no combo, but it's 99. They literally just need to win one fight, they're fine. There's a grab though. Grab Barrage is coming up. I think the next fight goes to NY, and then depending on how fast Cobra builds. If Cobra didn't use grab their Pepe hands, they would have had a chance to win this next fight. Or like the fight after, they would just like have Barrage grab hit them, and then just like... Oh, the... Oh.
That was...
I guess that was just lack of coordination. It worked out in the end.
Starlights is who?
Just one tap. Is this guy EU? Because like no one runs pharmacy unless you're EU.
They need to switch to a hit scan. I'm surprised they haven't yet. It's probably
This is gonna be tough. They gotta go faster, and with not many ults, there's not much you can really do. I mean, Nano Rain is like the best thing they have to try and sway this fight. Barrage gets nothing. Dragon's gonna zone off the reinforcements from Rain. Rain's gonna go down. Ana gets booted off the map. Big Ben, they have no tanks on the side of NY. Thingy, Cobra Kai goes down. Vest is honestly popping off along with Big Ben. All the kills on Denver have been coming from them. Hollow's been doing a lot too. I think he got 2 or 3 picks. And they retake. We go on to a third map point, third point, I think. Huge, dude.
Like, honest, like, our DPS are so good, our tanks are so good. Like, we all just work together really well.
Vez and Big Ben pretty much did that fight. Maybe not all alone, but the kill feed was solely them. And with the main tank going down, I'm guessing a lot of the cooldowns went to him. That's usually how main tank goes, honestly. All the cooldowns go into the main tank, all the fucking... everything just gets dropped on the main tank. If your DPS are decent enough, they'll capitalize on like how much they dropped into you.
That's why Hammond is so good. I'm gonna keep talking about how good Hammond is, because with his adaptive shield, he can eat through all those cooldowns and then just get out, and then your team can clean him up.
I feel like adaptive shield is hit or miss, because like, it's on such a long cooldown as well.
Hit or miss.
I think it's got a longer cooldown than Bubble, and like...
I guess they never miss, huh?
You've got a boyfriend, but he doesn't kiss you. What?
Huge
fire strike! That's already been only pick.
Always accidents too. Like honestly, I never.
Yeah, I know. Starlight takes out 2.
Otherwise,
He's kind of swaying this. Big Ben takes him out.
Flash fan, boys. What are you talking about?
Big Ben gets a 3k. He's cleaning up. Is he gonna get the 4k? He got the 4k. I'm surprised he even hit that shot. Like most said, if it looked like he was behind the wall.
Hollow gets res.
Resing in spawn. Omega Lul. I don't know, it depends on the character. I think it's fine to res in spawn, depending on the situation, and I think that's a good situation to res in, because like, otherwise you'd be waiting 10 seconds, because your entire team just respawned. That's a big stun, no burst though. Huge boot! Ash! You mad lad!
Now my question is, Ash, why don't you do that with Orisa?
My question is, Ash, why didn't you use a beat drop? Hmm? Nice boop, bad ult. I was so happy when I did that boop, dude. That was great. And everyone's just like, nice boop, bad ult. They're going to be going into white here, with Shatter and Grab on the side of Denver. This could be very bad. It's not that hard to hit grabs. There it is. That's 2. 3. I didn't notice Onyx. He's sneaking. He's sneaking in the back of the grab. Big Ben and Vez pick up 1. Hollow takes out 2. That's huge. Hollow's been pulling his weight, dude. He's been getting fixed. Like, it's just not enough. Vez is just gonna clean up.
Madman, dude. It's actually the friend. It's just mouse and keyboard.
Let's go, dude.
And it's nice when you have
Are you
DPS.
gonna go white room again?
As a main tank, it's nice having DPS that are really good too, because it takes a lot of the pressure off of you.
No Mega Wall, not if you play Masters. You still get fucked. Oh, big! They shared like seconds in between each other, and just Coco was slightly faster. The funny thing is, they were both like hard shooting before, so like, it would have been nice. Denver wins, 3-2 boys. I don't know what else to say, I guess. There's a Hammond. Chris, I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Hammond mostly being used as a stall character? People think he's a joke. Now, how do you feel about people who spin in a circle? On point.
Every time that happens, I get closer and closer to suicide.
That was almost a 3-man boop. That's unfortunate.
Dude, Fran's been a mad lad with the healing, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, this game, I'm upset Fran lost it. That was like a couple games ago and you had 15,000 8 minutes. That's only 12,000 in 11 minutes. I'm upset, Fran. Looks like someone's throwing, dude. Not getting 5k heals per minute.
Fran, he prefers to suck people. That's all it is.
Oh, he's one of those Moiras, dude. I have all the gold medals. What is my team doing?
Like, I hate having that debate too, because
And they have like 7k damage and 2k healing done. It's so funny.
if you don't heal your team dies, so you're the only one there to do damage. And no wonder you're gonna have gold damage. Omega Log, like, what do you think?
Especially when like your orbs go through shield and hit multiple people and you don't need to aim.